we are running out of warmer, like hot days. So we just received this, and I was hoping, well, we received it a couple weeks ago. I've been hoping for the weather to get like hot, and it hasn't really gotten too hot. But today actually like 26 degrees Celsius. So that's pretty good. That's that's warm enough. And I'm gonna try this out. This is the Hepaking ice water circulating cooling vest. It doesn't come with a power bank. Big deal? Not really, because I've got 1,000 of them. So the bonus is, depending on the size of power bank, will depend on how long this will run. Now, the other thing for me, we have reviewed another cooling vest before, and I'm not sure how this one works, but it doesn't look like it has a pack in the back per se. The other one actually had like ice packs that you put in the freezer and then you stuck them in your lower back. There was like a pouch in the vest, and that is what you poured water in, and it circulated that water that was getting cooled by this ice pack. And that actually worked pretty decent. But if you were going to go out for a long, let's say, ride or do anything for a long period of time, you either had to carry maybe a cooler with some extra ice packs in it, or you just didn't get a full day of cooling. So I'm not sure how this one is going to work. But as you can see here, the flat water compartments provide increased skin surface contact. Excellent. Features a built-in water bladder on the back, allowing for convenient portability. Sweet. All-in-one design. Yep. With its integrated ice water circulating system. So similar to the other one, as far as I can tell, it's designed to circulate cold water around your core. It can be powered by USB batteries. It's put on, again, similar to the other one with Velcro. So it seems like it's kind of a one size fits all. Take that, with a grain of salt if you're a really large person. The vest weight, excluding water, is 28 ounces. With water, let's say they say 3 liters of ice water, it would be more. It's just plus the addition. So whatever 3 liters of water weighs, I guess. Cooling time may vary depending on factors such as body size, ambient temperature, and the amount and temperature of ice used. So it does sound like you have to put maybe ice in it. Refilling ice is a simple process, allows you to comfortably sit in a chair or drive a vehicle. Now that's a big one, because the other one, definitely because it went in the lower back, or like mid back, I guess. I think it was like mid back. Definitely not sitting in a chair. And, even like riding a motorcycle, it was fine if you were riding a motorcycle that didn't have like a rear backrest on it. But if you did, then it kind of interfered. All right, let's crack this open, and then I'm gonna try it out today. So you can get it, as you can see here, in 2 different colors, so black or blue. I have no idea which one I got. It doesn't matter. They have a YouTube review here, if you guys want to watch that. There'll be another YouTube review after I get a hold of it. It has an install with nothing there. Sweet deal. And maybe if I go to blue, does it show me more? So it does have, it's similar. They have these, it's a similar kind of thing. They have these ice packs, right? Ice packs that go in, and then it uses those for cooling. So again, my question is, they talk about this is going to be fine for sitting. I wonder where the ice pack goes. Nothing on the back, right? Nothing on the front. I don't know. I don't know. Even their website really doesn't give you a lot of information in regards to, what or how this kind of sets up. Now it looks like blue. Looks like I got the blue one. These are going to be the ice packs, and it does come with a little. It's in its own Ziploc bag, so that's fancy. And I'd keep the Ziploc bag. Why not? So you get, is that 4? So 4 of these. My guess would be you put 2 in the freezer. I don't know if you used 2, or in the other vest you just needed to use 1, so maybe you get a bunch. It has this It's this, I don't know, it's some kind of powder in it. And I don't know if the powder helps it to freeze faster or stay frozen longer. It's because it's not just like an ice cube. I don't really know. Water cooling, is this all in a language that I can't read? So the simple answer is yes, that is. So battery looks like goes in the front. There's a little spot, which is where you undo this, and this is where you would fill it with water. I guess it says up to 3 liters. And then you can put the battery, or sorry, the ice pack in it. Yes. And that goes, so it just goes in where you put the water. Okay, I'm down, right? Okay. All right. So this is it, you know? This is it. As you can see on the back here, this so it's kind of nice, right? This is where you would undo it and fill it. So not only would you fill it, but you'd put the ice pack in there once the ice is frozen. It does have a seal around it, which is nice. You want to make sure that when you're done and you're putting this back together that you close it so that it actually seals. You have a little thing here to cover it. Is that important? Well, maybe. I guess maybe it's just in case it does leak a little bit, it's not going to get on you. Okay, there is a zipper here. And I would say, honestly, I would say this is where, yeah, so this has got to be where, you would think this would be where the cooling cube, the ice cube thing goes, but it doesn't seem to be. It does have a whole bunch of little pockets in here, which is kind of strange. This is where the pump is. You guys may be able to see that. This is where I think one of the hose goes into the pump. So everything is accessible, but I'm pretty sure this does say, without me being able to actually read it, right? That definitely looks like that's where they're saying that goes. Yeah, you put it in there. Yes. I don't know why they would not give me an English manual. That's too bad. That's too bad. Anyways, I guess it goes in here, and when you look at size-wise, right? We'll just bring this up higher. This is going to just kind of sit in here. Now the bonus is this would, if it sits up here, would sit higher than in your lower back. So for me, for instance, riding on a motorcycle, I would think because it's higher, it's not going to get in the way, which that's kind of nice. Then, of course, you have your straps on the side, and these straps are so that you can make this however big you want it, right? And last but not least, over here, this is where you and I can put in our battery pack. So it is just a traditional USB-A, right? USB-A with a cover, which is nice. And then I would think you'd be able to get a fairly big battery in there. Nowadays, you know, batteries are getting smaller, so I would 5,000 for sure, maybe a 10,000 milliamp battery, possibly, depending again on its form factor. Okay, I guess we need to just see if it fits. It will fit because it fits everybody. Yes. So this goes on, and as you can see right now, that would be like no, it's not going to fit me. So what we do is we can take it off, I guess, and I'll just make those bigger. Yeah. So traditional straps, right? Nothing fancy. I'll just make them bigger. And then my guess would be, you know, well, I would think the best thing to do is just make them as big as possible, and then tighten them once they're on. Yeah. So that you can get them the same size, possibly kind of on both. So I'm gonna do that. All right, so those are as big as they're gonna get, and I'm a fairly big guy, so that now would fit. It's kind of like you're wearing a belly shirt, to be honest with you, because you'll see it when I walk upstairs. And I honestly don't need to make them I wouldn't think really any smaller. So I'm about as big as you're getting. If you don't think you're bigger than I am, or you think you might be bigger than I am, then this may not even work for you. Because again, you're going to have to put a battery in here, right? So let's say that was a battery. You know, okay, no, that's fine. That's okay. And you want it, fairly snug up against your body because you want to feel the cooling. Yes? Okay, I'm going to go put an ice pack. I guess it's just one. I'm going to put one ice pack in here, and then we'll go outside and try it out. Okay, so a few things. We've got the ice pack in the back, and based on the instructions and all that, it looks like you're supposed to put the ice pack in the hole that you put the water in, and it's 500 milliliters of water. When the ice pack is frozen, it's just not going in there. So I think it's very similar to some of the other ones that there's the zipper at the bottom, and that's where you put your ice pack so that it can actually cool the water. That's where it is right now because it was just not going in the actual hole, I guess, that the water goes in. But like I said, 500 milliliters is what they say to put in the actual back, the hole. So that's what I did. And now what I'm going to do, again, it's about 20, I think it's 24, 25 degrees out. This kind of weather, normally I would wear like a hoodie or something like that. But I'm wearing a big textile jacket, which is warm. And I've got it on here, and you may be able to hear it. Ready? Listen. My battery inside turned off because it's not a PD battery. Anyways, now it should turn on. 1, 2, 3. And you can hear it a little bit. You hear it at the beginning when it's actually like starting pumping the water as it gets the air through the hoses, I guess. But once it's on, you don't hear it. So I'm gonna go for a quick ride, and ride that would normally be warm enough in this jacket, especially to make me uncomfortable. So we'll talk when I get back. Oh, I don't even know if I'm in the shot here. I don't think so. Hold on. All right. Anyways, take this off. I decided to take my bike because I did want to test the backrest because they say you can sit with this. Yeah. Dropping my head. I could sit with it, but it was definitely there. Like the ice pack, just where I have it at least, it's high, but not high enough to be over top of it. You guys, maybe you'll see, like it is still on and running. It is quiet for sure. Like it's when you're outside and there's other just kind of ambient sounds going on, you definitely can't hear it for sure. When I was indoors, you could just kind of hear the pump going a little bit. Nothing crazy, just very, very faintly. When you first turn it on, you can hear it start up because it is pushing the water through all the tubing. As far as keeping me cool, I would say it did a pretty good job. I'm not like cold by any means, but it is again warm. I'm already like sweating out here, just because I'm wearing the helmet and my hat. But my body is fine, and I made sure when I took out this jacket that I made sure all the vents and everything were closed just to see how it would do. And it's good. My core feels nice and cool. Even like my arms, I wouldn't say my whole arms are cool by any means. Like they still get warm, but even up in kind of near the armpit area, you kind of still feel a little bit of that coolness. And it's probably just because, again, your core is a little cool, and because of that, the blood and all that is cooled down a little bit as well. So it's circulating, and it's kind of keeping some of your extremities a bit cool. That's my biological studies coming. Yeah, I know, I should be a doctor. So I think that wins. It's a win. And I went out riding for, I don't know, I've been gone for about an hour and a half. And I would say I'm just feeling the ice pack hasn't totally melted for sure. Like it's still, you can tell it's melting, but it's probably about maybe half half right now. So my guess would be, depending on weather and if you're wearing it underneath something like this, which is helping keep it even warmer, I would say you'd get 2 hours for sure. So if you were using this like for work or a long day of riding or anything like that, you probably want to bring a whole bunch. Like I have side bags on my bike, and I could probably put a cooler in there and then throw like 2 or 3 of these in the cooler, just so I could, you know, change them every time we stop, because usually we stop every 2 to 3 hours anyway, so that would be fine. And if you're using this for work, you could bring an extra cooler box with you with some of these in it, so I guess that would work. The only thing at that point is just making sure you have a big enough battery. Now I did get a 10,000 milliamp battery in here, so they do fit. You just have to make sure yours isn't overly large. So is it cool? Yeah. Will I use it all the time? Probably not. But if I was working in an environment that I was outside and it was like plus 30 or something like that Celsius, would I wear this? Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right, guys, I will put links down below if you guys are interested in something like this. Just realize you do have to supply your own battery. It comes with 4 bags for creating the ice tubes, whatever, ice bags. But really, in theory, you could just put ice cubes in there. They probably wouldn't last as long, but in a pinch, it's just cooling the water that's in the bladder, right? So, all right, guys, links down below, and that's it. I'm out. Later.